It is a gray and rainy afternoon at Syosset Middle School, but lacrosse is back, which means it's a beautiful day. And today on the Varsity Media Sports Network, we have a great matchup where the visiting Cyclones of Southside High School come to Syosset to take on the Braves in this League One crossover matchup. Good afternoon, everyone. Dylan Butler here. We thank you for joining us for our second lacrosse broadcast of the 2021 spring season. And this should be an interesting one this afternoon. With the visitors from Southside, they're a team that, when we spoke with our head coach, Steve DiPietro, said last year was really going to be their year. They were knocking on the door in Class B, reaching the semifinals, losing in overtime, close games to Garden City and Manhasset. They were right there. Of course, the season never happened because of the pandemic and a lost opportunity for Southside. Still, though, a lot of very high-level players for the Cyclones. We'll get to those guys in a moment. For Syosset, also missing out big time on not having the year last year as well. But John Calabria, their head coach, said, look, this for us was going to be a 2-year process. So it was going to be junior year and then senior year, and they figured they can compete for a county title. So they are very much in contention for a county championship this year as well. So it'll be interesting to watch both of these teams as we move forward. Let's take a look at our impact players. First, for the visitors from Southside, and we start right up front with a senior commit to Denver in TJ Sheehan. Great vision, lacrosse IQ off the charts. He's really put a lot of time into lifting and getting himself physically ready for the grind as a sophomore. Was a bit of a smaller guy, but he put up 62 or 52 points, was honorable mention all-county as a sophomore. TJ Sheehan, one of the guys to look out for the Cyclones. When we look at Syosset's impact player, and again, there are multiple players who will impact this game for the Braves, but today we focus on number 36, A.J. Alexander. A Dodger will draw double teams almost immediately. He's on the top of every team's scouting report. Calabria's got really high expectations for Alexander. The Providence commit said at the end of the year expects him to be among the scoring leaders in Nassau County and also one of those All-American nominees as well. A.J. Alexander, 2 attackmen to look out for both these teams. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Southside Cyclones. And again, you look at their attack, all college commits. You've got Sheehan and Considine, as well as Melconian up front. That's Denver, Hobart, and Franklin and Marshall. Then in the midfield, you've got Thomas Kelly. Look out for Brady West, a junior Loyola commit, one of the best there is, not only in Nassau County, but also on Long Island. You see the rest of their starters as well. Luzito, the Erickson brothers, Gentile, and you see Kelly as well on the faceoff. Take a look now at Syosset's starters, and again, some very familiar names for the Braves. You've got, we mentioned before, Alexander. There's Buetti as well. They work a great two-man game, Alexander and Buetti. You've got Garone, Accardo, Stadler, and DeStefani is your first midfield unit. Luca Accardo, of course, is their face-off man. A very tough defensive line as well with Singer, Catolo, and Gage Cicado, the junior. And in cage for Syosset, Joey Greco, number 13, a senior who will go on and play at IMG Academy in a year's time. We take a look at the head coaches for both these teams. For Syosset, head coach is Steve DiPietro. In his 13th season out of West Hempstead, a 1992 graduate, DiPietro, his 24th year overall in the Southside program. And for Syosset, we mentioned him before, it's John Calabria. In his 22nd season out of Sachem, 1989 grad, played for the legendary Rick Mercurio, Suffolk High School Hall of Famer. Opening face-off, and we've got a hold. So Southside will come away with possession. And it's Thomas Kelly who hands off. Expect a lot of aggressive defending for Syosset throughout. They're going to look to play fast offensively, but also defensively as well. They will ride. They'll have a 10-man ride. Again, just expect aggression throughout for the Braves. South side. Their strength is on this side of the field. An alley dodge. Nothing doing. An errant pass there. And this will be a turnover. And actually, no, it's kept in. What a job keeping the ball in by Considine. Slide comes. Considine goes down. Curls inside. Shot. And he lands in the crease, so we'll go the other way. Again, expect Syosset to move the ball quickly. There's Accardo. Hands off. Stadler gets past midfield. And he'll get the clear. And now the Braves will get going offensively. There's Buetti. Buetti will always draw the pole. Alexander, the guy who will draw the lead defender, as the Stephanie has it out top. They'll switch to field, and this is where Alexander will operate from X. He initiates from there. Curls on his defender. Looks for options. Swims around the cage. His low shot is wide. The backup is there, though. And the Braves will have or maintain possession. It's Alexander again. Throws it up top. Alexander made a crisp cut to the cage. However, maybe some miscommunication there. No backup on the play, so the ball goes out. And Southside will bring the ball back into play. Said during our introductions it was a gray and rainy day, and suddenly the sun comes out as soon as we start. So perhaps there's a Lacrosse fan above as well. Kelly up top as they make sure they get their right personnel on. There's Brady West. Look out for West here. Downhill Dodger. West beats his man. Low shot and a goal. Brady West, an unassisted goal, gives Southside the 1-0 lead. 9:35 left in this first quarter. We talked about West's ability, and you could see it there. He's a guy who's got all the accolades in the world. One of the top-rated juniors on Long Island. And there you see it. Beats the man. The slide comes a little bit late, but Brady beats that. 1-0 for Southside. Off the face-off, Accardo gets bumped. Good ground ball picked up. That was Lefkowitz, the long pole. So Accardo gets the win. Look at that aggression. Unsettled. Kelly, who forced the turnover, unable to get that ball, and right back the other way we go. Buetti, quick pass, the extra pass. One more from Alexander off a stick, and it'll go out for Southside's ball. We mentioned it yesterday. Expect certainly some rust. And again, a lot of these guys, look, they're lacrosse guys. They find the way to play. But as a high school team, obviously they've not played since 2019. Now you've got some opportunities in the fall. So many of these guys also played in the football season, which further complicates it. More on that as we go on. But Southside with possession and the lead. And there is Sheehan from X. Sheehan swims, low shot, and a goal. So TJ Sheehan. Good dodger, finisher, feeder. And you can see what he could do from X as well. Works a bit of a two-man game. And again, that's just individual effort. Sheehan beats his man. So Southside jumps out to the early 2-0 lead. West and Sheehan, your goal scorers. Face-off. Accardo wins it cleanly. He can go. He's got the green light. Extra pass. Buetti with the response. Garone had the assist. Buetti the finish. And just like that, Syosset comes right back, and it comes straight from the face-off X. Accardo with the win. Look at these quick passes by the Braves. Bang, bang, and a goal. It's a good finish by Buetti. And Syosset pulls within one. Buetti and Alexander, as sophomores, the two leading scorers the last time Syosset played. That was 2 years ago in the 2019 season. Those two have a great connection as well. Another face-off win for Accardo. And Syosset with a chance now to tie the score. It's Alexander. This is going to be a good matchup. He's got Pat Erickson on him. Junior basketball guy. Alexander hands it back out to Stradler. Dylan Stadler, the sophomore. Calabria calls him the new kid, but he's not new to this. His teammates, he's played with them really since kindergarten, but he went to Lehigh as a freshman. Intercepted pass. And here come the Cyclones. It's Brady West. West, the pass down low. Crease dodge. Ball's on the turf. It's intercepted by Catolo, and Catolo goes back to Greco at the cage. Greco, quick outlet, looking for Lefkowitz. Off his stick, gets the ground ball. Beats his man. Lefkowitz is going to the cage. Pole goal? No! Just wide by Lefkowitz. Alexander there for the backup. Garone up top. And there's Nicky Accardo. Stevens Tech commit, 3-year varsity player. Luca is the face-off guy, and Nick is on the first line midfield. He's got it now. There's Stadler. We're telling you before, went to Lehigh as a freshman, came back in. Terrific lacrosse IQ. You've got to have it to be a sophomore on varsity. You can see the ride. Ball's loose. A yard sale. Ground ball picked up by Buetti. He hands off to Ethan Kotler. Another one of those legacy guys, right? Older brother, what a star he was. Lucas now out at Denver after going into the transfer portal from Yale. Accardo. Pumps the brakes, continues. Accardo, that's a pass in front. The extra pass wasn't able to connect. It goes out to midfield. Loose ball picked up. Another GB, that's Kotler. Alexander absorbs a check, still has it. Dodges, and there's the goal, a lefty finish for A.J. Alexander. And we are all tied at 2. Solid finish by A.J. Alexander. And see the strength there, too. Absorbs the check. The double comes. That little stutter step to cut inside. And the lefty finish ties the score at 2. Hey, we've had some big-time goal scorers. They're all Division I recruits. Sheehan and West for Southside, and Alexander and Buetti. Another face-off win for Accardo. Buetti spins. Tomahawk chance. And the ball will stay in. Another look. You can see the opportunity, and ball goes out. Alexander to put it back into play. And they will push him back a little bit further. It's a man-up situation, actually. I didn't see the actual call, though, but I just heard a 1-minute man-up opportunity here for Syosset. First of this game. And this is another situation, too. We talked about Luca Accardo, right, being a face-off, but he's not a Fogo. You see him here. He's on the man-up team, playing that high crease. Extra pass. Goal line extended. Low shot by Alexander wide. Still about 20 seconds, a little bit more, left on the man-up opportunity for Syosset. Patience by the Braves. Oh, what a shot. Sidearm rip by Garone. The extra man opportunity goal has the Braves now up 3-2. 3 consecutive goals for Syosset. And Garone's an EMO. See it again. Low to high. That's a Mac O'Keefe special right there. O'Keefe, of course, such a star here during his time at Syosset. Part of that, a big part of that county and Long Island championship team, and now all he's done in college has become the all-time leading scorer in Division I history out at Penn State. Accardo, another win. He's harassed. Pumps the brakes, turns, looks for options, and he finds a good one in Ethan Kotler. Kotler's a guy who really could have used that junior year. It's not helped him certainly in his recruitment, but he'll go on and play at Connecticut State College. He'll play there for Jimmy Nagel. High expectations for him there in college, but also here as well in his senior year. Stadler, he's got the shorty matchup. Goes goal line extended now to X. Little stutter step, spin there. The double comes, kick back out to Alexander. You can see Alexander quarterbacking. He's got Garone. Garone behind the cage, looks for options. Will he take it himself? Patience. That low pass, though, gets on the turf. Battle for that loose ball. It is picked up really well there by Luke Schwartzberg, the junior. He's looked really good in the preseason. For Steve DiPietro, that's a big round ball, especially considering Syosset has reeled off 3 straight goals. So now Southside can get back on attack. And there's Kelly. Binghamton bound, one of those blue-collar hard workers. Dodges 1,000 miles an hour, Kelly does. They switch it far side. And here's Matt Melkonian. Franklin and Marshall commit, a running back on the football team. Some patience here by the Cyclones. They've not had the ball on this side of the field in a few minutes at least. Oh, but finding the alley in the lane, but offside netting for Kelly. We saw a situation like that yesterday as well between Cary and Farmingdale where we saw the ripple of the net. Thought maybe it was a goal. Was not. Buetti. Oh, he's tied up. The help comes. Schwartzberg, another GB. Unsettled. Here comes Southside. Oh, what a save by Greco. Are you kidding me? Absolutely robs TJ Sheehan. Take a look at this again and just marvel at the save. Joey Greco has come to play. Another guy, too, figured would get a lot of looks collegiately a year ago. And, of course, the pandemic shut that down, so he's going to go to IMG in a year's time. He'll do that postgraduate year and expect him to be a high-level D1 player in 2 years' time. Considine curls all the way back up top. Good defending. Considine's got to go to X. Harassed the entire way. Under a minute. That shot was wide. No backup. Greco, realizing that, gets to the ball, and Syosset, a golden chance to take their largest lead. Again, they trailed 2-0 right away. 3 consecutive goals. And the Braves, with a 1-goal lead, looking for more in these final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Patience here now by Syosset. The expectation that they're likely to hold for the last. Here's Stadler. Good cut to his left. Stadler curls back around. Pass a little off the mark. Kotler picked it up. Nicky Accardo dodges. High shot. Went wide. 6 seconds. They'll have to hurry up. The Braves, they put it back into play. Spinning. Shot and a goal! Garone! His second of the first quarter. And the Braves have scored 4 unanswered. And they lead this one 4-2. See Garone. The book on him is he can dodge from X. He can dodge from the wing. We saw it there. Dodged from X and gets the goal. His final face-off, more of a cosmetic variety with just 2 seconds left. But you know, Accardo and Thomas Haggerty will battle fiercely for it. So Haggerty came away, but the ground ball was scooped up by Lefkowitz, so give the win to Accardo. And that does it for an entertaining first 12 minutes. It was Southside who started things quickly on goals by TJ Sheehan and Brady West, but the Braves had the response. 2 from Garone, 1 from Alexander Mbueti, and an unbelievable save by Joey Greco. 4-2 Syosset after 1 quarter. We've got the second quarter coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media is available to broadcast your team's big event. Rivalry game.
Off the screen. 3 ball is good.
Senior night. Whatever the occasion, we enhance the viewing experience with our productions. Don't settle for a boring stream. Call today for more information about our services. 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Syosset Middle School. Dylan Butler here. 1 quarter in the books. The Braves with a 4-2 lead. You see the huddle there for Syosset. In our conversation with John Calabria, we asked about the outlook for the season. He says, we think we definitely have a shot at it. A lot of these seniors on our team were going to start as juniors, felt it was a 2-year deal. They were looking at them as juniors to make noise and then as seniors be in a position to win it all. Now, they missed last year. He said it's going to be interesting to see how they roll out this year. But he's liked what he's seen in preseason. Says they hit the ground running. And hopefully that they'll see the results of that hard work. Good start for the Braves, rallying from that early 2-0 deficit. Greco making his way into the cage. What a save he made. Back to the face-off X we go. Flipped backwards, ground ball picked up for Southside, and the Cyclones have the ball, and they've got some options here. They work it to X. There's Sheehan. Spinning is Considine, the Hobart commit. Pass back to Brady West. West, swim dodge. West, look at the explosion out of the junior. That's why, one of the reasons why, one of the top juniors around. Now he gets pulled as expected by Lefkowitz. They work it back. Where Considine will have it. He looks to play a two-man game here as West comes to set the screen. Considine keeps it. Lefkowitz stays with him. Absorbs a huge hit. Southside coaches wanted a flag. Not given. That's Jack Hine. Pass down low and a goal. Thomas Kelly. His first. And he pulls the Cyclones to within a goal. You see the look again. You see the late help comes and Considine finds Kelly. So 3 from 2. And the Cyclones, they scored the first 2 of the first quarter. And they scored the first of the second. And they're within a goal now, 4-3. Kelly, the Binghamton commit. Oh, look at a win by Accardo. Accardo. Hands off. And there's Garone. Look out for Kotler. He came with a head of steam. There's the double. Alexander recognizes it. Quick pass. Shot there was wide. The attempt by DeStefani, the big, strong righty midfielder. The ball stays with the Braves. Garone pulled. And back up top for Accardo. Hands off. There's DeStefani. Hits the turf. Draws a triple team. Gets to Alexander. There's options now. There's open guys. Alexander surveys the situation. Goes cross crease. Step in. High shot. Over the cage. That was Buetti with the attempt. See it again. Good look by Alexander. Just over the cage. Garone. Pass. Low bouncer. And that's wide as well to Stephanie. Another opportunity. Had an angle there. The check came in from behind. That could have altered his situation. Matt Lazito came in. There's a good look at Alexander, the quarterback of this attack. Gets on his horse behind the back. Good idea. The execution a little bit off. And he slaps his stick. Stays the same way, though, as Garone. Draws the double, pushes it up top. Dodge from there. Alexander. And just couldn't connect with Garone. Goes out to midfield. That was an over in the, yeah, it was over and back. So Southside with the ball and the chance now to tie the score. And there's Considine. Works it behind. Here's Thomas Kelly. Kelly's brother, Aiden, at Lafayette, and he scores again, his second. And we are tied at 4. So Kelly, the first 2 goals of this second quarter, ties it up. We mentioned before, Kelly's that dirty worker. He works from behind the cage. He'll go into the crease. He'll absorb the contact, the cross checks, and quality finish there as well. He'll also face off. His brother Aiden, now at Lafayette, did that as well with Richie Petrone, who will be at Tampa next year. They did that a couple of years ago. Win by Accardo. And back and forth we go. Calabria said this was what he believed to be the strength of his team, this attack. Again, you've got so many guys, especially this guy on the ball now, Alexander, with so much experience. Even though you lose that year, he was such a big part of that run to the county final as a sophomore. He gets tied up. Good persistent defensive work there by Lazito. Dodge from up top. And the defensive pressure causes the turnover. So now Southside. Momentum their way. Oh, it's a dangerous pass. What a hit by Singer. He'll get hit for the, he'll get the foul, but that was a clean hit, I thought. I mean, he came in hard. That was more of a dangerous pass, if anything else. So Singer will go in for the penalty. He'll get called for the hit to the head. It'll be a 2-minute unreleasable penalty. Big opportunity for Southside. And we'll have that when we come back. 7:39 left, second quarter. You're watching this League One crossover matchup on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. And Ciolino. See you later. Touchdown, Massapequa.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Top of the key, Smith. Why not? Wow. Bang! McKee, first down and more. Charlie McKee. And we welcome you back to Syosset Middle School. Big opportunity here for Southside. We saw Billy Moore, number 13, walk off. He looks to be doing all right. We wish him the best. So Singer in the box, 2-minute unreleasable penalty for Southside. And Singer, maybe to make things worse for Syosset, he's your best close defender. So really big opportunity here for Southside. Quick ball movement, low to high. Oh, that was saved by Greco. It looks like he got the stick on it. It'll stay with Southside. You can see the clock on the bottom right of your screen. It's got to get down to 5:39 before this penalty is up. Oh, another save by Greco. The rebound is scored by Kelly. His third quarter. And Southside's got their second lead of the game, the extra man opportunity goal, and they remain man up as well as a result of that unreleasable penalty. Now we will have a face-off, and Kelly makes sure he grabs his face-off stick to do so. And this is a huge one. You can see 6:57 left. Accardo wins it. He can now put Syosset on attack and really take a lot of that time off this extra man opportunity. Again, unreleasable on Singer, 2 minutes. That is up at 5:39. Accardo does the job. Huge win. And there's his brother, Nicky Accardo. Luca to Nick. Nick is doubled. Swim dodge. Here comes Accardo to the cage. The extra pass. Smart play by the Braves. They pull it out. It's more important right now to kill this man down. And there's Alexander. He'll draw the double. Fakes it. Still has it. And a timeout was called by Syosset. So under a minute left in this man-up opportunity. A good timeout there called by Calabria. There's a look at the longtime Syosset coach, again, out of Sachem, when it was just known as Sachem, not two schools, played there in the mid to late 80s. Graduate of 1989, played for, again, Rick Mercurio, who coached Sachem from 85 to 2005. A Suffolk Hall of Famer. One of the things that we spoke to Calabria about was just so many guys playing next level lacrosse for him. He figures it's over 150 at this point. Not currently playing, of course, but a very large list of current lacrosse players, whether it's Division I, 3, even community college. So many players, of course. At the very top of that list, we mentioned him before, Mac O'Keefe, graduate student at Penn State. First Nittany Lion player to become a 3-time first team All Big Ten player. You've got Alex Kincannon and Danny Oakes, both playing for Seth Tierney over at Hofstra, and the list just goes on and on. A tremendous program here at Syosset and a perennial powerhouse. You talk about Syosset and Massapequa and the battles over the years. Farmingdale also a part of that as well. Those three teams will really be vying and battling for the Conference A title this year. Off the timeout, Garone. Swims, still has it. Garone goes to the cage, and he scores! A man down goal for Garone, his third of the game. I mean, talk about a perfect storm for Syosset, right? Your man down. Garone beats his man, says, why not? I'm going to go for it. Ties the score at 5. Still man up. And again, this goes down to 5:39 on that clock in the lower right. So another massive face-off between Kelly and Accardo. Here come the Wings. They battle. Kelly comes away. So now Southside still has a chance. They want to call a timeout, and they do get the timeout. So they could set up the final, 21 seconds of this man-up opportunity. And for Southside, we had a good conversation with their head coach, Steve DiPietro. He says, look, he was brutally honest. He said, look, we've been so close the last few years. In the semifinals, the last 4 years, they had an overtime loss to Garden City. They lost by a couple goals to Manhasset. They've been so close. And he honestly felt last year's team was the team. You know, he had so many of these guys who were key players, Sheehan and Considine and Melkonian. But he had Lacalzi and all of those other guys as well. His back line, his defenders, he had like Maryland and Navy and, I mean, high-level Division I players. He calls last year the biggest regret, it'll go down, he felt, as the biggest regret of his coaching career, not to be able to coach that special team that he felt honestly could have won it all. And obviously, as we know, the season was lost, and the spring sports and lacrosse being arguably the biggest on Long Island, they were the only ones to lose the whole season. And that made it that much more difficult for the Cyclones. He figured Garden City had their guys, their run. Manhasset, he thought, would be stacked this year, so he felt last year was the big opportunity. Not that he's giving up on this year, certainly, but he's got the chance. Flag down. So another opportunity here. Question is, do you go quickly and get a two-man up, or do you just put the ball down? And that's exactly what they'll do. They roll it out. West rolls it out of bounds. Oh, it stays alive. That didn't exactly work out as planned, did it? Neither did that shot by Sheehan. That's the way to stop the clock, though. Singer is back on. And we'll see what we have here for this penalty. It'll be a slash, a 1 minute variety, and you can see it there on your screen. So right off a 2 minute man up where they did score one goal. They've got another minute here to give their man up guys another chance. And there's Considine. Oh, good look down low, and there's the goal. Considine, Kelly's fourth all this quarter. Another assist for Considine, his second. And another man-up goal. You see it there, the little fake pass and into the teeth of the defense. Four Braves all surrounding Kelly, but he got that one off. What a second quarter Kelly's had. All 4 goals in this quarter, 2 on the man up, and he's got the Cyclones up 6-5. Accardo, good win. And really, in such an important time as well in this game, because look, this is a game of momentum. Southside looked to have it there, reeling off, 4 of the 5 goals this quarter. So Accardo, a big win, just gives the Syosset attack now an opportunity. Downhill comes Nicky Accardo. Draws the double. Accardo. Is that a shot to the head? It was. So it'll be a man-up situation. Accardo, though, still goes. Bounce shot is wide. So Syosset will have their first extra man opportunity. We'll follow the ref here. We'll see the call. It'll be a slash, a 1 minute penalty. And you'll see it again right there. That was the infraction. So 1 minute gets it down to 3:36. And this is a big-time Syosset man-up unit. And again, it's Accardo from behind the cage. That's Luca. And in fact, every Accardo you've got on varsity, they're out there right now on the man-up. You've got Nicky and Luca. That's Nick. Hands off to Garone. Oh, what a quick pass. That gave some space. The shot got blocked. And Alexander picks it up down low. AJ's second goal. And the extra man opportunity works there. You saw the stick work by Alexander in front. You see the shot get blocked right there. Look at Alexander. Fakes high, goes low. His second goal. And we've had a feast of special team goals. Our last four were man up, man down, man up, and man up. 6-6 is your score with 4:05 left in this entertaining first half. So happy that you are joining us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Face-off win by Southside. They'll rotate there. We'll see Accardo there pretty much all day long. That was Thomas Haggerty. He'll split it with Thomas Kelly. That's until Mike Melkonian, Matt's younger brother, the freshman, until he gets healthy. He's going to be the guy, but he's been out recently, and look out for Michael Melkonian. That errant pass goes out. He'll eventually be the guy. A player that DiPietro said he's seen coming up through that RVC Future program that he runs in town, and recently won the Face-Off Academy's Best Face-Off for the class of 2024. Extremely quick is Michael Melkonian. We look forward to seeing him in the not-so-distant future. Syosset looks now to regain their lead. And there's Stadler. Extra pass. Alexander. Low shot went wide. And Syosset maintains their possession. There's Garone. He's got Lozito on him. Buetti! Bang! His second. And Syosset back in front, 7-6. So back and forth we go. See Garone working from X. There's the pass. He'll get the assist. Overhand shot. So Garone's now got 3 and 2 on the day. Buetti's second goal. And it's 7-6 Syosset with 2:50 left. I think we're going to see more scoring in this first half than we did all day yesterday in that Farmingdale-Cary clash, our season opener. Lefkowitz can't control a rugby scrum. Who wants it? Southside comes away. Considine gets it, and the Cyclones call timeout. This one's 7-6. You go back to the first game of the 2019 season for the last matchup between these two teams, and guess what? That also a one-goal game. Syosset won that one 8-7. Jack Montfort scored the tying goal with 3:10 left, scored the winning goal less than 90 seconds later for the Braves. In that game, Buetti, as a sophomore, 2 goals and an assist. That was the first game of the 2019 season for Syosset. They went 12-5. They went, that was Southside's record. They went 14-3 in 2019, losing to Massapequa in a tight Nassau A championship game, 11-8. It's been back-to-back losses to Massapequa in the county final. And as we said in our conversation with Calabria Fields, this team has the ability to win it all. And Massapequa technically the defending state champions. A state championship is the one thing to this point that's eluded Calabria and the Braves. They've got 5 Nassau championships, all since 2007. They won in 2007 and 2008, and then 12, 15, and 16. They won the LICs in 2008 and 2015, yet, though, to win a state championship. They won't do that this year. There's no state championship in 2021, but if things continue to trend in the positive direction, then next spring should be back to normalcy for lacrosse and back to state championships. Look at that swim move behind the cage. Greco, though, equal to it. Sheehan had the move. Greco with the save. Interception out at midfield. And here comes Southside. It's Kelly. He's got every goal for the Cyclones this quarter. Works from X, peels back out, looks for help, and he gets it to West. Brady West, Loyola commit as a junior. Part of that unbelievable Team 91 Long Island 2022 Smash team, led by Joey Spallina, the number 1 junior in the country. Spallina is going to go to Syracuse. And West to Loyola. And a timeout called by Syosset. We'll take it with him as well with 1:21 left in the second quarter. We've got a good one here. The Braves lead 7-6. You're watching this League One crossover game on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Now is the time to promote your business on our broadcasts.
Now Farmingdale will fire and find the back of the net.
Top of the key, 4-3, good.
With viewership in the thousands, your company will get the local attention it needs. Best of all, we offer affordable rates. High school sports online audiences are growing. Take advantage by advertising with Varsity Media.
Hands off, 3-point shot is up and in. You back them back 3 yards, it doesn't matter. Touchdown, Freeport.
Contact us today, 516-403-2050, varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Syosset Middle School. Dylan Butler here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. This game 2 of what will be many for us. Here's our schedule over the next couple of weeks, and you can see littered with high-level teams. Friday, we've got Port Washington and Garden City. Back-to-back games that we'll see Steve Fennell's Trojans. They'll take on the Dalers next Monday. We'll see Syosset again against Cold Spring Harbor. We've got the Woodstick as well. Can't wait for that one, man. Hassett and Garden City. Alexander. A little stutter step, a little shimmy. He's got West on him. Alexander draws the double. Spins out of that. Cuts inside. A.J. Alexander. That's why he's going to Providence College. His third of the game. And this is part of what he can do. He draws a double, then you see he spun out of it. West went across the crease, so it became a one-on-one matchup, and Alexander is certainly adept at winning those. So after trailing 6-5, Syosset's reeled off 3 consecutive goals, maybe more. Accardo, face-off, win! His shot was wide. I think the only thing I like better than a pole goal is watching the face-off guy get a clean win and just go right to the cage. And Accardo has the green light. Oh, look at the defensive work there. Lazito comes away. Hands off, trying to find West, gets Considine instead. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Considine pumps the brakes and looks like Southside may hold here for the last shot. Kelly takes a peek. He's got 4 goals in this quarter alone. Bounces off a check. The help comes as well from Singer. They work at the X. Diving in front. No goal. When you land in the crease, that'll get called off. You see it here again. West dives in, but clearly lands in the crease, saying he was pushed. But it's not going to matter, and that's the end of this first half. Back and forth we went. Southside scored the first 3 goals of this second quarter. First 4 of 5. They had a 6-5 lead, but Syosset answered right back. 2 by A.J. Alexander in that quarter, in that run, and it's 8-6, the lead for Syosset. We'll take a break. We'll have first half stats and some highlights when we return. You're watching this League One crossover game on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Charlie or whatever, you know. And then put 4, or put the goals, right? Because I'm going to give you assists as well if it didn't have put 4G. Or 4-G.
I'm going to run out of characters.
Why do you even need a parentheses?
I'm sorry, you wanted to goals and oh, wait.
The problem is the next, for Syosset.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. And Ciolino. See you later. Touchdown, Massapequa.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Top of the key, Smith. Why not? Wow. Bang. McKee, first down and more. Charlie McKee. Touchdown, Oceanside.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone
516-403-2050.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media is available to broadcast your team's big event. Rivalry game,
Off the screen. 3 ball is good.
senior night. Whatever the occasion, we enhance the viewing experience with our productions. Don't settle for a boring stream. Call today for more information about our services. 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Syosset Middle School. Dylan Butler here. Good one, as expected. 8-6 is the lead for Syosset. They went back and forth, these two teams. Southside scored the first 2 goals of the first quarter to take a 2-0 lead. Syosset then answered back with the next 3. They had a 4-2 lead after 1. And then really crazy with extra man opportunity goals. Southside scored the first 3 of the second quarter and 4 of the first 5. They had a 6-5 lead, and then Syosset reeled off 3 straight goals. They have an 8-6 lead. Here's a look at some of our first half stats as well. And you can see the saves. None yet for Southside goalie Tommy Gentile, but 3 and really high-level saves as well by Greco. That a big number for him. Ground balls, you can see pretty even there as well, 5-4. And man-up opportunities, both teams really finishing well on those. Both 2 of 2. And also, we don't have the stat there, but also a man-down goal by Syosset as well. Face-offs dominated by Luca Accardo. You see he's won 11 of his 16. And leading scorers, you've got Kelly, all 4 of his goals in the second quarter for Southside, and Garon's got 3 and 2. Alexander's also got 3, and Boetti's got 2. That's your starting attack line for Syosset. They've got all the goals scored to this point for them. Right, 3, 6, 8, that's 8. And then you look at Southside, their goals coming more from the midfielders, where, again, first midi Kelly with 4, 1 for Brady West, one for TJ Sheehan as well. Considine, John Jude Considine with a pair of assists for Southside. Again, a bit of a rotation at the face-off X for Southside. This is Thomas Kelly again. And it's been Luca Accardo the entire way. As expected, the Binghamton commit, still just a junior. And Lefkowitz gets the ground ball. So another win for Accardo. Lefkowitz, quick pass, Buetti. The extra pass, and just in and out of the stick. It was a good look by Alexander, but Garone just unable to get that stick down to get a shot off. This ride not as aggressive as we saw yesterday when we saw that frenetic 10-man ride by Farmingdale. Good catch out of pressure there by Melkonian. Ball's on the carpet. Another flag is down. This is another one against. And there's West to finish. Let's see if the flag stays. West, his second goal of the game, and it's 8-7. It was a delayed penalty. And there you see West. As cool as you like. Brady West going to Loyola, gets his second goal. See the referee go out towards the table. Let's see. Count the goal, he says. And it's a 1-minute slash on top of that as well. So you count the goal, and Southside will go back to being man up. Now, because the infraction happened before the goal, we'll still have a face-off. And again, Accardo's been so good there. So he could be the great equalizer here in this man-up opportunity for Southside. That's what he does, too. Clean win. Accardo, hands off. And just over the target, over the crossbar by Alexander. They've already got one man down goal. They were going for two. And we'll go the other way. So Southside still has this opportunity with Accardo in for the slash. Will not be easy. Kelly eaten up. Nowhere to go. Garone comes away with the ground ball. The pass. The low shot. The slow to high. How about that finish? That's Adam Giovinco. Another man down goal. His first of the year. We've seen the Giovincos through the years have some special moments. Look at this. Spinning and winning. Giovinco, the sophomore. Brothers Andrew at Stony Brook. Alex at Jacksonville. The lefty's come a really long way. He was on the team as a freshman. Of course, they did not play that year, but he's got the ability to dodge, and that was a really good finish as well. So off of that penalty, we'll have a cross-check against Southside. And that's a 1-minute penalty. So some conversations happening here. So we'll be 5-on-5 until Accardo comes out, and then Syosset will have the man up. West takes a hack, can't control it. Lefkowitz, he gets hacked and pressured, and there's Luca Accardo, comes away with it. Spins, turns, looks for options. Here's the Luke chant. So now Syosset is man up with Singer's penalty up. Alexander. rolls it to Stadler up top. And Stadler hands off to Nicky Accardo. 9-7 the lead for Syosset. They've got a man-up opportunity. So good in that first half. Both teams really. Extra pass, low to high. Wide of the mark by Stadler. And we're even now, just as that shot went high over the cage by Nicky Accardo. So after a goal-scoring explosion on man-up opportunities, both teams cooled off a little bit here in this second half, early portions of the second half. Garreau on the pass, little swim move into space, the option. Oh, and there's the first save of the game. Shot by Stadler. And Gentile, the sophomore, with a big save. So the other way we go, it's Considine. Draws the double. Peels off of that. There's some options here in that far side. Quick ball movement. Oh, and just in and out of the stick of Sheehan. Greco, quick distribution. In and out of the stick of Giovinco. So some sloppy moments for both teams early on here, third quarter. And there's West again. West, his head coach, DiPietro, says, has everything that you want. Coachable, hardworking, goes downhill, shoots well. And he will be a problem for every Southside opponent this year. Sheehan looks to play a two-man game. Look at this explosion. Sheehan to the cage! Maybe equally as impressive as the finish was a little tiptoe that Sheehan has to make at the crease to make sure that he doesn't land in there. Watch it again. Plays a two-man game, and right there you know he's going for cage. Pulls out, gets hammered as well from behind, but that's the strength that we've seen from Sheehan. He's gotten bigger, stronger. Another do-it-all guy, a dodger, finisher, feeder. DiPietro says he could see Sheehan maybe early on in his career playing for Tyranny out there at Denver, maybe playing as a midi early on. Certainly has the skill set to do so. That was DeStefani on the other side. And there's Alexander. 1 goal game. That's what these two teams play. Year in and year out. Stadler. And we'll see Alexander. We see him from X a lot. It looks like he's trying to get there now. But he'll also initiate there from the wing. Moving screen, not called. Alexander peels out of the double. Extra pass, Kotler. Yeah. Oh, how about that finish, Ethan Kotler. See it again. There's the extra pass. It was a good look as well by DeStefani, so give him an assist. Kotler with the finish. And after a first half of runs, it's been back and forth. Both teams just taking shots. South side, then Syosset. South side, then Syosset. Accardo in early. So give the win to Haggerty. And now Southside looks to take their punch. 10-8 the score, just under 7 minutes left in this third quarter. This a League One crossover game. Syosset, of course, a Conference A powerhouse. Southside in Conference B. West, the lefty bouncer. Off the mark. Took the contact as well. Cyclones, though, maintain possession. Sheehan spins right in to the stick of Greco. His 5th save of the day, and that's one if you are Sheehan. Maybe you want to do a little fake. You want to go fake high, go low, but Greco able to see that the entire way. There's Alexander. Hands off to Accardo. And Stephanie gets it to Kotler. Kotler's got his first goal of his senior year. Buetti works it to X. That's where Garone is. Garone had a great first half. 3 goals, 2 assists. Pass up top. Step down. Kotler takes the contact. Goes to Alexander. He likes this matchup. Oh, what a spin by Alexander. Dodge. Shot blocked in front. Looked like it went off the foot there of Kelly. Kelly, the one-man clear. Flag down as well. No, it's a shoe off, I think. Extra pass, low or high shot, well over the bar. That was a flag. I saw Kelly's bright sneakers, thought it might have been his sneaker, but it's a slash right there. It's a great look by our cameras. So it's a 1-minute slash. Another man-up opportunity for Southside. They had that non-releasable one in the first half, scored a couple goals off that. 5:13 left in this third quarter, so a big opportunity here for Southside to slice into their deficit. Considine. Considine, the bouncer. Greco got a piece. Interesting shot there. Went over the bar. Melkonian, I think Melkonian was more open than he expected, and he kind of faked himself out where he backed out, came back in. No backing up for Sheehan. Another extra man opportunity goal for Sheehan, his 3rd goal of the game. And it's, again, a 1-goal game. Back-to-back goals for Sheehan. You see he fakes the pass. Syosset D bites a bit. And Sheehan, the extra man goal, makes it 10-9. Back to the face-off X. It's Kelly against Accardo. Kelly with the push, right? Yep, that was called. So give Accardo the win. You'll see it again here. Accardo gets it. The little push from behind means that Syosset's now got the ball. They've got a 1-goal lead, 10-9. As we approach 4 minutes left here in this third quarter. Dylan Butler here, the Varsity Media Sports Network. It's game 2 of what will be many for us. Game 2 of 3 this week. But a big slate ahead. Ball on the turf, ground ball scooped up. Good job by Chris Erickson, the senior. He's part of that third. He was the third close D. There was a question really about both teams' third close D, and Erickson's the guy who won the job for the day. Look at a swim move. Inside. Flag down, goal in. Considine with the finish. We are tied at 9. See it again. A bit of a scrum there. And the Syosset guys just lost where the ball was. Considine certainly didn't. Picks it up, gets the ground ball, the finish. And another one of those situations where you get the goal and you get the penalty. So Syosset, another slash, another 1-minute penalty. Again, it's on Singer. Or was it called off? Singer's still out there. Was pretty sure I saw the officials say 2-1 with the slash. Well, instead they said it was a push. Let's see again here. We'll get the call from the official. Yeah. So I was right after all. Singer gets hit with the slash. The one interesting thing that Calabria told me in our conversation was, and again, he's had so many players to go on and play in college, right? 150. There you see the scrum, little swing and a miss, and I think that was actually the wrong call there. Singer goes in, but it looked like it was Catolo 40 actually to have the slash. That's a great look by our camera guys. In either case, or in any case, it's 10-10, and Southside another man-up opportunity, but again, Accardo, the great equalizer. And there's a flag. So if you're Syosset, you want to hold on to this ball as long as you can. Alexander splits guys, goes low. His shot is saved in front, and that'll stop the clock. It's another save for Gentile, his second. And back we go with the call. Oh, you're going too low here, ref. You're below. We have to get our referees understanding where our cameras are. So we'll have another situation, it looks like, here where we will be 5-on-5 with both teams having a guy in the box apiece. (10-10), your score, 3:26 left. Syosset will end up having an abbreviated man-up situation. And Garone, more than happy to just sort of hang out, wait. Singer gets out of the box. Accardo will get ready to come on. Of course, I've got to say which Accardo. That's Luca on the man-up team. He's waiting, and Garone taking his time again. And now it's a man-up opportunity for Syosset with Accardo on. Garone. Alexander. Garone up top. Extra pass back to Garone. He plays catch. There's the goal. Right into the teeth of the defense, Luca Accardo. A man-up goal. You can see the look from Garone, his third assist of this game. Another man-up goal. It's not taking either of these teams too long to get their special teams going. 11-10 the score now for Syosset. And that man gets a face-off win after scoring the goal. In saying that Accardo's got the green light to stay on, and he's more than just a face-off guy, Calabria had a bit of a trip down memory lane for you Lax fans. Get to that in a second. Garone dives in front. Is he in? That's a goal. Fourth goal of the game for Garone. Watch the footwork here by Garone. He's got to stay out of the crease. Nearly lost it. Dives, and look at the way he dove, too. Dives outward, not towards the crease. You could see the Syosset, the south side guys, complaining he landed inside. But great job just managing his body by Garone. So 12-10 for Syosset. Here's Accardo. And now I can kind of finish that little point I was making about him. He said he reminds him a bit of Matt Liccardi, if you remember a few years ago from Cold Spring Harbor. Not only was he such a great face-off technician, but he was in the first midfield for that state championship winning team. In fact, he scored an overtime goal against Syosset. He had this quirky situation, too, where he had to switch out sticks in the box. He'd have his face-off stick, which got all banged up, and you could see from the physicality at the face-off X, switched out for his scoring or midfielder stick. Cardo doesn't do that. He keeps the same stick, but and he's not quite the same. He's not staying on all the time. Calabria said with the importance put on face-offs, it's more important to kind of keep him fresh, keep him off the field. That's a nice save by Gentile. His third. Ball stays, though, at Syosset. Alexander, the bouncer, goes wide. But Accardo's strength is certainly at the face-off X, and again, the face-offs being so critical, that's how you get your extra possessions, and with an attack like Syosset has, more often than not, that leads to goals. 12-10 for the Braves, under a minute left here in the third quarter. Syosset has a chance to take their largest lead of the game. And that's the guy you want at X. Alexander. High pass, though, picked off. That was Chris Erickson who came away. Gentile. Ooh, a tough pass to West. He gets hammered at midfield by Alexander. Ground ball picked up. Considine with the goalie out. As easy as you like. So big goal there for Syosset. Nick Accardo. Here you see it again. West is hammered. Ground ball by Accardo and recognizes Gentile out of his cage. An easy one for Accardo to just dunk in. And it's now 3 straight goals for Syosset. And they've got their largest lead of the game at 13-10 with 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Another win for Luca. Extra pass, and that goes off the mark. But a strong end of the third quarter. We were tied at 10, and then 3 straight goals by Syosset. Braves have a 13-10 lead going into the fourth quarter. You're watching this League One crossover showdown on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Now is the time to promote your business on our broadcasts.
Now Farmingdale will fire and find the back of the net.
Top of the key, 4-3, good.
With viewership in the thousands, your company will get the local attention it needs. Best of all, we offer affordable rates. High school sports online audiences are growing. Take advantage by advertising with Varsity Media.
Hands off, three-point shot is up and in. You back him back 3 yards, it doesn't matter. Touchdown, Freeport.
Contact us today, 516-403-2050, varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Syosset Middle School. Dylan Butler here for the Varsity Media Sports Network. A busy slate for us on the Varsity Media Sports Network. This is game 2 of 3 this week. We will go to Garden City on Friday afternoon. The Trojans taking on Isaac Neal's Port Washington. That's Friday. We'll have the weekend, I guess, technically off, but we'll be preparing for some more games next week. You see Farmingdale Garden City on Monday. We've got these Braves again against Cold Spring Harbor. And then the big one on Saturday, the Woodstick Classic. It was the longest continuous high school rivalry in the country. Something like 136 straight games or something crazy. And like everything else, the pandemic wiped that out in 2019. So Manhasset and Garden City will look to battle again. Accardo the win. They are 2 of the top-ranked teams in the country, as are their girls' programs. Garden City with a new coach coaching the girls. Diane Chapman, retired. New head coach, Dave Ettinger, of the recently crowned football champions. So Syosset, 3 straight goals, looking now to try to pull away here in the fourth quarter. Stadler. Oh, what a move. First step, beat his man. Behind the cage is Alexander. Alexander, that shot was saved, but it looked like it got deflected a little bit in front. Gentile, not as active now to get out of his cage as he was earlier on that last goal, which ended up proving costly. Southside needs some offense here. They don't need it right away, though. But Sheehan says, that's all right, I got it. His 4th goal of the game, and a big one to start this fourth quarter. Melkonian with the assist, and he pulls Southside to within 2 goals. There you see the look. Sheehan into space. Sidearm shot. T.J. Sheehan. His 4th goal. He's tied now with Thomas Kelly for the team high for Southside. Accardo just throws himself forward, but great ground ball. Still loose, though. Both teams battling, and it's won by Syosset. DeStefani comes away. Big win for DeStefani. Or big ground ball, I should say, by DeStefani. Stadler to Kotler, who just entered. They work it down low. Now Alexander out on the wing. He split his time. Lefty shot. Oh, big save in front. Rebound popped out. Shot by Stadler. A huge save. The 5th of the game for Gentile. West, the extra pass, and the goal in front. Melkonian with the finish. And Southside with back-to-back goals, and they're within a goal now. Look at West to Melkonian in front. So West gets his first assist. Melkonian the goal. 13-12 now. Back to the faceoff X. Accardo has been dominant from there today. Look at that clean win. Not only does he win the faceoff, but then he gets it back into his own stick. Absorbs the contact, curls out of that. Hands off, and he'll come off. Another huge win by Luca Accardo. DeStefani looking for his first goal of the season. Awesome, good stick work there. Syosset, though, maintains possession. That was Chris Erickson nearly causing the turnover. Spinning to Stephanie. Low shot wide, back up, not there. What a job. And that's what you love to see. You've got a high-level attacking talent in Brady West. Look at what he just did there. Diving, making sure that Southside gets the ball right back. That's that effort for your team that any coach will love to see. That hard work on the other side. You get the glory on this side, but Sheehan fires wide. But you earn certainly respect for that work on the other side. Here you see the look. Sheehan tried to go far post with that bouncer. 13-12 the lead. Sheehan on his horse. Double comes. Peels out of that. Up top to Mindell. Back to X to Sheehan. Excuse me, that's Considine. Considine spins, goes high! What a goal by Considine, his second. And we are tied at 13. 3 straight goals in this third quarter. And it's Considine. Look at that, recognizes the double. And look at the finish. Goes high. Considine's got stick skills off the charts. He can go righty, lefty. An excellent finisher. Also sees the field well. He would have been a big part of what Southside was trying to do a year ago. Clearly an integral part this year. Accardo the faceoff win again. Hands off. And now Syosset back on attack. It's Kotler. To Nicky Accardo. And now it's Giovinco back at X. A patient possession here for the Braves. Alexander puts the shoulder down. Extra pass. Oh, what a save! Giovinco went high. Gentile said no way. His 6th save. And now Southside looking to take the lead, but a little bit too out of control with the ball. Watch this save again. Oh, incredible by Gentile. That is why, one of the reasons why he would have started a year ago as a freshman. Look at Sheehan putting the effort in. Calabria wants a timeout. Does he get it? Does not. It's heating up here at Syosset Middle School. Considine. Southside, they led in the second quarter. They led 6-5. That was their last lead of the game. Considine He's got to Stephanie. Considine swims under, far post, wide. Greco was great in the cage in the first half for Syosset, and Gentile has been huge in the second half. All 6 of his saves coming after halftime. Melkonian back up top. There's Kelly. Kelly on Accardo. Backs up. Says, come on. Come out to me. Little stutter step. Cuts inside. Kelly, cross-checked. Throws it down low. The extra pass in front. Great defense by Singer. Ball's loose. Sheehan looks to pick it up. Cannot. Lefkowitz comes away. Quick pass. Can they get unsettled? Into Buetti. Buetti, though, can't control. Picks up the GB. Calabria still wants that timeout. Oh, and he will get it. To be fair, as the Southside coaches and the fans who are here were screaming that they didn't have possession of the ball and that it was going out, to be fair, he was calling for that timeout a few seconds earlier. It just took the official a few seconds to recognize it, but what a game we have for you again. Let's reset. This game of runs started with Southside coming out of the box. Bang, bang, 2 quick goals. Syosset then scores the next 3. They had a 3-2 lead after 1. It was 10-9, in the second quarter, Southside scores the first 3 goals. And as I mentioned, on an extra man goal, they were up 6-5. Then A.J. Alexander scores 2 of the next 3 Syosset goals. They led 8-6 at the half. Their largest lead was 13-10. They got that right at the end of that third quarter. We saw that mistake by Gentile. Accardo was able to put it into the empty net. And this fourth quarter, to this point, has been all Southside. They've scored 3 straight goals, and they've got this game level again at 13. Obviously, we're not going to count 0-0, but we were tied at 2. We were tied at 4. We were tied at 5. We were tied at 6. In the third quarter, you had a few 2 goals, so it's our first tie since we were at 6-6. That's been 4. This is our 5th tie now of this game. It's getting darker. So off the timeout, Syosset ball. Alexander spins, chops on. What a save! Gentile again. His 7th. Here comes Southside. West with the pass. The extra one. Considine. Sheehan! Wide of the mark. Take a look again at this save. Oh, getting low was Gentile. Athletic, quick reflexes. Gentile. Stefano said, I hope he hits the ground running. Guess what? He certainly has. Check that box off, Coach. 4:14 left. Tied at 13. Tied no more. Southside takes their first lead, and it's Andrew Mindell. First lead of the second half. 14-13. And for Mindell, his first goal. You see Mindell absorbs the check, continues to go, and just finishes far post. 14-13 Southside, their first lead since 6-5 in the second quarter. Mindell, the junior, intelligent, good stick. He understands defensive concepts pretty well as well. Accardo, clean win. Syosset now looking to tie the score. It's Alexander up top to Accardo. Hands off to Stadler, the sophomore. Garone at X. Little stutter step, loses the ball. Stick check came in by Lazito. It's a loose ball, ground ball picked up, still loose. And it's corralled by the bench by Buetti. Up top for Kotler. And behind the cage they go again. Alexander. He will work on Lazito. Alexander pulls out from behind the cage. Approaching 3 minutes left. Buetti. Garone. Spins. Garone looks to get out. Throws it back out top to Stadler. Switches it to Kotler. Kotler! Wide of the far post. See the patience. And Kotler missing the far post. Alexander off the restart. Alexander spins. Surveys the situation, gets it back out. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, fourth quarter. Dangerous pass, somehow picked up by Buetti. His third goal. And we are tied at 14. Kotler to Buetti. Excuse me. That was Accardo. Nicky Accardo. Number 2 with the goal. Apologies there, but what a goal by Accardo. The assist goes to Kotler, but just showing the strength to somehow pick up that ball. And this is again now where Luca Accardo, the younger brother, becomes so important. He's winning every faceoff now, dominated in the first half as well. But now this gives you another chance as we are under 2, as Stadler has it. Alexander spins, looks inside, back outside, Alexander! His 4th goal, and Syosset back in front, 15-14. Individual effort, a one-on-one battle. Spinning and winning is A.J. Alexander. 15-14. Syosset, so they took Southside's punch. They had to come back. And even there, looked like it was going to be a win for Southside. Was not. It is still loose. Oh, that's a high check. Somehow keeping it in, flying to the ground was Luca Catolo. And we'll go the other way. So after a wild sequence where Catolo saves it by the Southside bench, falls over their literal bench. It's now a minute and 13 left. Gentile has it in his stick. And Southside looking to tie the game. There's Kelly. And that's the timeout we expected for Southside. 1:03 left. Southside, the timeout. The good thing, if you are DiPietro, certainly in this season opener, you've got options. Sheehan and Kelly with 4 goals apiece. You've got Considine and West, each with 2. And then Melkonian and Mindell. Mindell scored your last. They've got 1 goal apiece. So if you're in that huddle for Southside, you've got some really good options here to score. DiPietro said in the preseason he's really liked the connection of Sheehan, Considine, and Melkonian. They've been playing together, he said, since 3rd grade. They were with Icon, which is coached by John DiTommaso and Tim Sheehan and John Considine. So he said they were all taught by excellent guys all the way up. He thinks he'll have a phenomenal year, and those will be the guys leaned on offensively. Here's Garone for Syosset. What a day he's had as well. 4 goals and 3 assists for Daniel Garone. But it's Southside here with 63 seconds left. They've got the ball and a chance to force yet another tie. You've had 5 ties today. Swim dodge. Up top. Double comes for Sheehan. There's Mindell. Mindell goes across the field, 31 seconds. That's West. West downhill. Oh, and a huge save. Greco again. And now Syosset with 19 seconds left. They've just got to clear here. And Greco, nearly intercepted by West, by Kelly. And a timeout by Syosset with 8 seconds left. Greco was huge in the first half. Maybe his best for last here. Watch Brady. Goes downhill. Fires. And a huge save. As important there as well. You got to give credit to Luca Catolo, 40, for that ground ball. Another look. Downhill comes West. The shot, and for a second there, Greco wasn't sure where it was. Catolo knew it all the way. Scooped it up. And Syosset, they've got the ball. 8 seconds left. You got to figure. Maybe some 4 corners here. Alexander. You see him 36, the bottom of your screen. He'll be big here. You just want to get the ball to either your fastest or most capable attackman or midi there and just keep going. Southside, it won't be easy, certainly for them. One, the ball is on the other side of the field, so they'll have to get up the field in a hurry. But in the fastest sport on 2 feet, anything, as they say, can happen. So Alexander with 3 new best friends, all in red, surrounding him. Make it 2 now. Both poles. Let's see where Alexander will go. Cuts back outside. Walks the line. He's got 3 guys chasing. Throws the ball up in the air. Ball game. Syosset wins it 15-14. What an opener for the Braves and the Cyclones of Southside as well. Both teams showing well. Southside had their chance. They led 13-12 in the fourth quarter, their first lead since the second quarter. But from that point, it was 14-13 and back-to-back goals there down the stretch. And perhaps on cue, or just as expected maybe, our impact player for Syosset scores the winning goal. A.J. Alexander gets the winner, and Syosset comes away with the 15-14 win. Real quick, we'll give you a look at some of the high scorers for Syosset. A pretty balanced attack. A.J. Alexander and Daniel Garone, 4 goals apiece. Garone also with 3 assists. 3 goals for Buetti, 2 for Nicky Accardo. Giovinco, Luca Accardo, Ethan Kotler each had 1. A huge day as well in the cage for Joey Greco, with 8 saves on the game for Southside. Sheehan and Kelly, 4 goals apiece, 2 for Considine, 2 for West. Melconian and Mindell, 1 each. And a big day, too, for Gentile with 7. Let's take a quick look at our upcoming schedule on Varsity Media. Sports Network will be back on Friday from Garden City High School as the Trojans take on the Dalers, and a big week as well next week. We'll have more games to announce, so you want to follow us on social media. You also want to subscribe here to our YouTube channel as well. So that'll do it here from Syosset Middle School. For Matt McCower-Brown, Tom LaFaso, and Chris Sweeney, I'm Dylan Butler, thanking you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Varsity Media Sports Network.